baseball, everybody. Let's do it. I think we've gotten our thoughts out there. So I want to mention right off the top of this, right? We just had a really solid draft. Probably the best class, if not top 3, top 5. Especially with Michael Mortero being added to the team, which is delightful. We are in first in the division, and it wouldn't be me playing a franchise mode without saying, we're first in our division. Let me make changes to the team. So that is what I have done. Brian, the answer would be Dominic on night 1. I went through the team, and if someone was mega struggling, we went ahead and kind of did a lot of call-ups and send-downs to reassess the roster. Ronaldo Hernandez was struggling in AAA, so I just said, screw it, send him down to single, get other people who are more a part of the future, built back up. First base-wise, we're still good, but Johnny McMahon, the smartest McMahon, and Bill Patel. Second base, Michael Busch. We are still going to keep old Billy Kay in AAA for the rest of the season to just let him destroy worlds. He will be on the playoff roster, though, so we'll keep that in mind. Third base-wise, of course, we picked up Brian Ramos. He's actually doing a little bit better than what it indicates, but he's still with David Chen. We have sent Matt Lugo down to AAA because he sucks. So we'll see what happens there. Hopefully he doesn't get claimed, but I'm sure he will. Outfield is still Miguel Dew, Kevin Simmons, Paul Kemp. And then, again, Hubert McDonald is out for the rest of the season, but we do have DeLauder and Blay. Biggest changes with the pitching staff. We sent down Evan Huff. He has been pretty bad. Gets a lot of strikeouts, also allows a boatload of hits. And again, ERA, FIP, both just terrible. Made a couple other moves as well when it comes to relievers. We sent down Steven Rosales, who wasn't doing very well. And these are the big two. Andreas Lawrence and John Sabell were two of our worst relievers. So I'm giving other people an option. Send these guys down to AAA. Try to let them build their confidence back up because they've actually been probably our 2 worst relievers so far this year, which sucks. Again, risky move because we're in first, but I think it's worth it. I do think it's worth it, and we'll see if we stay in first. And if not, and I tank our chance at making the playoffs, then hey, so be it. So be it, so be it. But apparently, I have not tanked our chances at making the playoffs. Okay, we lose 2 games to Atlanta. We got cocky. We are 3.5 games up on the Blue Jays. Let's sim to, well, actually, let's go series by series. 3 games against Pittsburgh that we lose 2 out of 3. We got 3 games against the Yankees. We lose 2 out of 3. That lead is shrinking. 3 games against Kansas City. We win 2 out of 3. Miami, we win 2 out of 3. And then San Diego, we've already lost that series. We avoid the sweep, though. 79-58 as of September 1st. 2 games up on the Orioles in a very, 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 very close division. Is the only way to put it. This is an incredibly close division as opposed to prior years where honestly, I mean, this division sucked. We made the playoffs with a losing record not all that long ago. So we will see. We will see. September call-ups, though. We need to bump up 3 people. Stormy, what's up? I am doing very well. How goes it? Injured list. Okay, that is unfortunate. That is unfortunate. We need to call up another outfielder. 266 average for Edwards. Levitt batting 304 in AAA. Villegas batting 325. Simmons is continuing to kind of disappoint us. It's got to be Levitt or Carlos Villegas. Who can I take off the 40-man? Let's take off Jesus Sanchez, who's a D potential. And from there, it's a tough call. From there, it's a very tough call. Lugo's done very well since going down to AAA. I do not know who to take off of this 40-man. We'll go with Durbin Feltman. No, we won't, because he's in the majors. This is highly unfortunate. We do need another outfielder on the 40-man. Shiz. Honestly, Ronaldo. We'll see if you get claimed. I hope you don't, but we'll see if you do. In center. Villegas hasn't gotten as many at-bats. I'm going to go with Carlos. He'll get the call up. We go back to the 40-man. Lawrence has been great in AAA. So is Evan Huff. Samuel, what's going on, buddy? Anything interesting happened tonight? So let's see. We went with the center fielder. Let's bump Lugo back up. And I need a pitcher. Let's call Evan Huff back up. So that AAA roster gets a little bit weakened, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's call up a couple of dudes to help them out really quickly. There we go. Beautiful. All right, that is our roster. That is it. Let's see what we can do. Damn it. Well, I just hit autofix. Hernandez cleared waivers. That's insane. We lose 2 out of 3 to Texas. Lose 2 out of 3 to Chicago. Sammy, what's up? Yeah, I mean, hey, we're already in 2031 in this run. It's pretty crazy how far into this we are. Oh God, we're half a game up on Baltimore. 4 games against the Angels. Oh boy. It's a rough spot to be in. 3 games against Tampa. That is the worst time to get swept. And just like that, we're down into 4th. I talked about fumbling of the bags at the start of this stream. At least I recognize the stages of a bag fumbling. And that is where we are currently residing. Because this is shaping up to also be a tremendous fumbling of the bag. All right, desperate times call for desperate measures. Is there a move that we can make? Even calling up William Quo is not going to save us at this point. Ramos at third base has not done any better than Chen. Brian, I don't even want you on this team. I'd have to put you through waivers. Lugo, have your numbers gotten better? A little bit. Again, our outfield depth has really been tested due to injury. Oh, man. All right, Jesus, you are you're going back down. Let's call Lawrence back up. What else are we gonna do here? That's something that we're gonna do. Let's get Sabel back on the team. In terms of catcher, we're probably just screwed. I have to take somebody off the 40-man to get Ronaldo back. Oh, boy. We find ourselves in quite the predicament here. Robbie Garcia, I'm going to take you off the 40-man. You just blew it. Ronaldo, welcome back to the majors. Because we are fucking desperate. Absolutely desperate. Ramos as well. Like, just be gone. If you get claimed, I do not care. Old Billy K, you got to come back, buddy. Can you be the savior to get us into the playoffs? Can you be the savior to get us into the playoffs? Because we may... Oh, goodness. Okay. All right, we do lose Robbie Garcia to one of the two LA teams. We lose 2 out of 3 to Toronto. We're now 3 games back. 3 games back of Baltimore. This AAA apparently needs more pitchers. Let's send up Valentine. Go to position players. Send Ono down to single. I don't give a shit. Baltimore. AAA ball club misses the playoffs. AA misses the playoffs. We just lost 2 out of 3. Oh my god, we just choked. Oh, we just choked so badly. Shout out to Games Forever for that follow, by the way. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted by the fact that this team is about to absolutely blow it. We are currently in a wild card spot by 2 games. Oh my god. Better than last year, might not make the playoffs. Funny how that works. 3 games against Toronto. We lost all 3. We are now in a tie with Seattle for the last wild card spot, heading into our final series of the season against Baltimore, who are battling for the division title. This is wow. Okay. Okay. No playoffs, no lottery. Pulling a Vancouver. Ronaldo still absolutely sucks at the plate. Not that he was any better. Stephen Kim has still been our best catcher. Oh, how's it going, Darth? Oh, Darth, it's going so well. Ronaldo, you're off the 40-man again, buddy. We are going to bump up Eddie Diaz to the major league level with Stephen Kim for this last series. Would we have been okay if I didn't actually try to address shortcomings? Maybe. Maybe. Oh, no. First base. McMahon and Patel are still doing all right. Bush is still doing all right. Numbers are going up for Quo. Valdez was doing really, really well. Don't care about Ramos. Chen's not so hot, but we don't have a better option. We might have to call up Levitt. Villegas only has 27 at bats. 40-man. Sorry to Kemp. You're going down. We're calling up the future Nick Levitt. Nick, the future's now, buddy. The future's now. We fucking need you. Oh, don't we need you? Are we gonna choke this? We lose to Baltimore. We lose to Baltimore. There's no way. We have to win and Seattle has to lose for us to force a tiebreaker. We do win, but did Seattle lose? Ronaldo clears waivers. Dude, this is the night of fumbling the bag. Oh my god. That was one of the worst regular season collapses I have ever seen in a sports game. Holy shit. I'm trying to look at the standings through my video editor here. We were at 60 and 45. We were 60 and 45 on August 2nd with a 4-game lead over the Rays. What's the bigger bag fumble on the night of April the 2nd? What's the bigger bag fumble, me or the main event of WrestleMania Night 2? Holy shit. Wow. Okay. Well, I'd love to do nothing more than go cry, but I guess we have an off season to get. What just happened? Tigers make it out of the Central. Athletics, Mariners. I mean, we know who made it. I mean, we can see the bracket. Toronto, Baltimore, Oakland made the playoffs. Oakland and Seattle. Tampa, Detroit. Cubs and Padres. Marlins and Braves. Cards and Dodgers. I just can't believe it. Bob Asensio might have won the Cy Young, and we missed the playoffs. I mean, Hubbard and Huff were not awful. Like, our starting pitching wasn't dreadful. It wasn't amazing. Do the FIP ratings tell something else? No, we had decent pitching. We did have decent pitching. At least for starters. Again, that's why we sent down Rosales. Bullpen wasn't amazing, but it also wasn't completely dreadful. Lawrence and Sabel. Our two best relievers were trash. That doesn't help. At catcher, it was a revolving door. Between Ronaldo Hernandez, Stephen Kim, Eric Blank, nobody at the catcher position could really step up. Kim was the best at the plate. First base, again, we lost Tristan Casas. It was McMahon and Patel, who were both serviceable. They weren't, yeah, I mean, again, they weren't brutal. But still. Second base, Bush was pretty good. Cuo, of course, his numbers were dragged down from a very poor start. Brian Ramos, we sent him down for a reason. What the hell went wrong? Aside from injuries, man. I mean, that's the issue right there. Losing Chase DeLauder for the last month or two really, really hurt us. We won, what, 80 games last year and made the playoffs? We won 86 this year and missed the playoffs. There are award winners. AL MVP for the second year in a row is Juan Soto. NL MVP, Eloy Jimenez. Acuna and Bush. AL Cy Young. Now, for those of you that have been watching on a daily basis, you'll recognize Aiden Wright from last night. Aiden Wright was a free agent who had, frankly, dreadful numbers last year. We elected not to pay him a boatload of money because it was a big risk to see if he'd turn around. He turned around all right. He turned around all right. Also, fucking disgraceful that Bob Asensio was not in that final three. It's based way too much on strikeouts. Bob Asensio was a hell of a lot better. Look at these numbers for Bobbert. Look at these. 17-8. 2.84 ERA. Bullshit. Derp, what's going on? Bullshit. NL Cy Young, Bobby Miller. Bobby Miller wins that particular award. Batting title, Tyler Stevenson in Baltimore. Miguel Dew finished as a runner-up, which isn't too bad. NL, it was Sam Huff. We had the reliever of the year in 36-year-old Joe Jimenez, who will not be that good next year, I'm sure. And, hey, there's Garrett again. NL reliever of the year, Sir Anthony Dominguez. And Perez, who was ours a couple years ago. Was he not? Yeah, this split year. And then we let him go, and of course now he's doing better. Rookie of the year, Stephen Kim finished third. Hopefully Quo didn't qualify. Blaine Krim, good name. NL, it's Jermaine Ham. And the left fielder we lost on waivers to the Phillies, Jimmy Prado, finished second. Hank Aaron Award, Juan Soto, Acuna. Do we have any Gold Glove winners? Any Gold Glove winners? Marcelo Meyer finished third for shortstops. DeLauder and Blay were both up there. That was an all-time fumbling of the bag. That is the sentence of the night. The all-time bag fumble. Shit. Toronto will play Tampa. Detroit's playing Oakland. You have the Cubs and the Cardinals, the Marlins and the Dodgers. Let's see who advances to the championship rounds. It is Tampa, Detroit, St. Louis, and LA. And going to the World Series, St. Louis, and they will be taking on Tampa Bay. The Rays at this point, we're so familiar with them because we've seen them time and time again, and they added another free agent, Andrew Painter, who we rejected, declined to go after, and he has been elite. Whereas for the Cardinals, well, let's see who wins it. Let's see who wins it. The St. Louis Cardinals win the World Series in 2031. Off the back of Alejandro Kirk going off. The 32-year-old catcher. The Cardinals win it in Game 7. Thus concludes the 2031 season, in which I entered tonight thinking, we might make the playoffs and win. And what would I do if we win? Do we keep going? The answer's yeah. The answer's yes, that we do keep going. In any franchise mode, Madden, NHL, NBA, FIFA, whatever, I have never recalled a team fumbling the bag this badly.